welcome back to another week of Duffs to Darts. I am Ed, taking you guys on the weekly journey from my mid-range handicap down to a single digit. Ideally, every week, every day. Well, that's the idea anyways. So what happened in this past week of golf for me to get better at my game? Right? That's the whole purpose of this thing. Well, if you guys are in the northern Illinois area, southern Wisconsin, or hell, maybe you picked up on it somewhere else, we had ourselves a little bit of a storm. In the beginning of the week, beginning of the week, we had a lot of really bad thunderstorms that came through. So bad, in fact, that it completely knocked out our power. This table right here that I'm sitting at got picked up, and I happened to be coming out to take out something at the same time, but the whole table got picked up, and it's metal. It's a lot of wind. I caught it, put it back down, took the umbrella off, put it over there, took the canopy off of the pergola thing that I do some of these videos on sometimes, and then came the power outage, knocked out our power for like 2 days. So we had no electricity, no internet, no anything. The golf lab, the garage door opener in there is a battery powered one, so I technically could open the garage door in there, but that doesn't do as much good. We stayed here overnight and hoping that the power would come on. It didn't. While we're waiting for the power to go on, we actually went up into our bedroom and I opened up the blinds to get the kind of the moon light, because now once the storm went over, then it was nice and clear outside, it's bright. And I did some putting in the bedroom using the putt out. Not part of SharperGolf, but it's a good device to still use it. So did some putting in the bedroom in the dark. It was kind of fun actually, because I couldn't see where it was going because it was so dark in the room. I had to kind of get a feel with the club face of putting blindly to a target. Kind of made me think of a fun little drill you guys could do, where if you do like putting in your bedroom or basement, wherever you're doing it, look at your target, look at where you want to putt it to, keeping your eyes closed, do either blindfold or just close your eyes completely, and putt to that target blindly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe keep your eye straight down, never look up, looking at the ball, don't never look, but just try to get a feel of how far you're hitting that putt, because that's going to kind of give you a good feel on the golf course. When you're putting all of those longer lag putts, it's kind of the feel how far or how hard you have to hit it. I just killed a bug. You guys see that? Did that come through the camera? The bug just flew into my hand and then it killed it. It's right there. Anyways, I did that drill. I stayed in a hotel room the next night because we still had no power. It came on at like 4 o'clock as we're pulling to go to the hotel, but because we already paid for the room, we went anyways. Kids went swimming in the pool. That was a debacle. It took us over an hour and a half to check into the hotel. Their entire systems were down. I didn't bring a putter. Sometimes if you guys have been following for a while, I'll go on a trip, I'll stay at a hotel and I'll bring a putter and a ball so I can practice in the room. I didn't do that this time, and there would have been no room to do it. The hallways would have been crap. One cool thing though is that there's some kind of DeLorean convention going on. There were 4 or 5 at the parking lot of the hotel checking in, and one of them right in the front was an actual time machine, actual Back to the Future replica DeLorean time machine. Super cool. Took a picture in front of that. So that takes me kind of through the bulk of the week. I didn't go to the range during the week. Totally skipped my son's ninja class. Forgot about it with all the power outages. Didn't get to practice that much at home. I did do some range sessions during the week, and that it was a live on the SharperGolf Instagram channel. And as you guys know, as you saw in the beginning intro, and you guys hear me talk about it every week of Duffs to Darts is presented by SharperGolf, because they give me the tools to sharpen up my game. They'll give you guys the tools to sharpen up your game. We did do a live practice session. I'm going to do that a little bit more actually. Do a lunch bucket that's live or something like that. Definitely doing more live check-ins on the golf course, which takes me to today when I'm recording this, which is Monday. normally record these on Sunday nights or Mondays, and, you know, you guys know that. So today, I went and I played Boone Creek, played 18 holes. I mentioned to you guys last week that every Monday going forward, I'm not working for the rest of the year. I'm off every Monday. It's August. I don't work another Monday again for the rest of this year. So, good thing about that is the rates are cheaper. Tee times are a lot easier to get. You can just show up. So, after my kids got on the bus today, it was their first day of school. Yes! Sent them to school. Went for a walk with my wife, had some breakfast, and then went to Boone, played 18 holes with a cart. The front nine was a story. Here's the card, right there. It says Boone Creek. Let's discuss this card here. So, no warm-up whatsoever. None. I didn't bring the camera with me, just played golf, focused on the game. No warm-up whatsoever, jumped out there. My first shot was a 3-wood, hooked it off to the left, didn't go out of bounds. I had to punch back into the fairway, and then I hit a 7-iron, and then I overshot the green. Right angle of attack, or, you know, wasn't left or right, it was right at the green, it was just too far. Chipped on, putt, save bogey. Next hole is a par 3. I hooked it to the left of the green, chipped on, 2-putt, bogey again, parred the next hole. So I'm moving along, I'm kind of getting a feel, kind of getting loosened up. And while I was doing that, there's these two guys that let me play through. There's a nephew and his uncle. The nephew's like my age, like the uncle's in town. Had them join me, because at first they let me play through on the par 3. And then I was waiting behind a foursome of ladies that were walking. Love seeing the ladies out there on the golf course. They were foursome walking. They could have probably let me play through, and they saw me putting on 3. Because they saw me putting, they decided to tee off and go. It's on them. It's their right to do so. So I played a couple holes with those guys, went a bogey, and then I ended up on a hole that's really easy that I've played a whole bunch of times, laid up perfectly fine. Hit the back of the green. I was way past the pin, but there's a big green. And then I ended up frickin' 4-putting. 4-putting. For a double bogey. And bogeyed the next 2 holes. And then this is the part that like pissed me off the most on the front nine. There's this hole at Boone Creek that no matter what I do, no matter how I tee it up, no matter what club I hit, I end up to the far right in this like grass overgrown wooded area, and this is a big open golf course. There's a lot of room to the left. Doesn't matter. It's a big open fairway. I seem to do this every time. Majority of the time when I do this, I'm able to find my ball somehow. Couldn't do it today. Go all the way back to the tee box because there's nobody behind me, because at this point, I want to say his name was Brian or Brad. And then Scott was the uncle. Scott had forgotten one of his nephew's clubs on one of the holes, and they didn't know what, so they had to go retrace their steps, so I ended up playing without them. There's nobody behind me, big gap, so I go back to the tee box, I re-tee, and now at this point I'm like, okay, let's aim further left, let's hit our cut that, it's just a little bit of a cut shot, massively cuts it over out of bounds. Again, can't find it again, so I end up taking a drop in the, where it crossed over into the grass area, hit a nice actual shot onto the green, and then I 2-putted. I ended up getting I won't say 2-putted, so I ended up getting a quad. Lost 2 balls on 1 hole, getting a quad, pissed me off to no end. Take a deep breath, relax, say, okay, that hole's over, can't do anything about it. Go to the 9th hole. I hit a great, high, towering draw. I'm playing from the tips at Boone Creek because, honestly, the tips are not that far. Like, it's not a big deal. Playing from the tips, I hit this beautiful big draw. The hole is a slight dog leg left from the black tees. There's a guy cutting the grass. I see it going right towards him cutting the grass. So it has to be in the fairway, right? Nope. Couldn't find it. Went up and down the fairway probably 6 times, driving down the cart path, driving through the rough, driving down the fairway. Drove on the other side of the fairway. Could not find it. Couldn't find it at all. So I went to this tree where I saw the ball in the air, and I went even with that, and I just took a drop and finished the hole with a drop. Didn't think that through. Had to go get it. Ended up that with a double bogey. So the front nine today, I shot 13 over par. After starting off 3 over par through 4, then a double, then a bogey, then a bogey, then a quad, and then a double again. Horrible front nine. You would think that your round is completely trashed, right? No, not happening. Not with your boy. So what I did is I took a deep breath, said that round is over. That 9 holes is done. We're playing a new 9 holes. We're going to the Creekside side of the course now. We're going to another one. Just play your game. Don't overswing. Plan out your shots. Relax, and you can do this. Parred the first hole. Just missed par on the second hole. Blipped out. So it was right there. So bogey. Come back with a birdie on the next hole. Hit a great chip shot from like 30 yards out. Rolled right up, like 2 feet out, tap in, done. Bogeyed the next hole, which is a par 3. Pin was on the left, I hit it way to the right. Hit a bad chip, 2-putt. Bogey that. Hit another par. So you guys see where we're going now. You kind of see where this back 9 is heading. And then bogey that hole, and then I parred again. So I went par, bogey, birdie, bogey, par, bogey, par. And then I finished off the last two holes with the bogey as well. I was hitting the greens. I was right around there. I had shots at par. Unfortunately, the putts didn't drop, so I ended up finishing 4 over par for my back 9. Shot a 48 coming in, 48 going out, 39 coming in. Shot an 87 today. Tail of 2 9s. I couldn't be happier with the results of that, guys, because we took a bad round, bad front 9. That could have easily just pulled up to like a 26 over par, just a massive just shit show of a round. Ended up regrouping, playing my round, and shooting an 87, today, with playing so horrible in the front. I was really happy about that. Good mental victory. Really good tee shots today. Really good iron play. Club selection was actually pretty good. A lot more accurate. I wasn't having that 2-way miss like I was having before, so really, really happy about that. And that kind of wrapped up the week in golf, for me. This week, going in, I'll do another live session in the Golf Lab, so make sure you guys, follow the SharperGolf Instagram page. It'll be on there when I do the lives. And then this weekend is my daughter's birthday party. Pool party behind us, so super busy. I'm gonna have Chippo probably right over here off to the side. I'll have the Chippo set up, so I'll do some of that, swimming with the kids if it's not too cold for me. It might be. And then Sunday, kind of taking some errands. So since I'm off on Monday, as you guys know, already got something lined up. So my boy Tony, who I know you're watching this right now, Tony. Tony used to be my wife's co-worker, her best friend at work. Super great guy. You heard nothing but great stuff from him, from my wife. And then him and I have played golf a couple of times, so I've kind of stole him away from my wife a little bit because we play golf together, but she doesn't play golf, so we're having fun. We're going to go play golf on Monday. We're going to play this course up in Wisconsin. It is at this place called the Grand Geneva, and we're going to go up there. We're going to play, and that's going to be my Golficity Virtual Open round. I talked about it before. Last week, so if you guys don't recall or didn't watch it, go back to last week's episode. I talked about the GVO in there, and we're going to go play my GVO round on Monday next week. Check that out. So that is it for this week's Duffs to Darts. Hopefully you guys are working on your game as I continue to work on my game. Hopefully motivation again, like today, hitting 13 over on a front 9. Don't let that destroy your round. You've got another 9 holes to play. Look at each round, each full round of 18 holes as a tale of 2 9s. You've got your first 9-hole game, you have your second 9-hole game. Keep them separate, add up your total score at the end. You guys can really have positive things from that. It's all about the mental approach. And if that doesn't work, start talking in the accent. You make up words and you make silly voices. Whatever you do is good. It's number one. Believe. It's okay. For you, for me, it's okay. Alright. It's enough being goofy. It's enough being silly. I'm going to go do my dishes. If we get this edited, whatnot, it'll be at the normal time. As you guys know that you're watching. I appreciate you guys watching right now. If you're still on here, you're still watching, make sure you guys hit that subscribe trade right here. I appreciate it. Tell your friends. We're growing this. Let them know what we're doing. Let them know we're building our games together. Yeah. And then also the Sunday golf bag review video should be out hopefully the end of this week. So that's a little teaser. Should have that up on Friday. That's the goal. All right, guys. That's enough. I'm done talking about it. I'm going to go inside, do the dishes. Love you guys. Keep grinding.